Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So if you're using a Samsung Galaxy phone, you're probably only scratching the surface of what your phone can actually do. So Samsung continues to add useful features with every update, and some of the best ones are hidden away in the settings menu. So in today's video, I'll be showing you 7 awesome Samsung features that can improve your productivity, security, and overall smartphone experience. So some of these are brand new additions, while others have been around for a while, but are still seriously underrated. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So feature number 1 is your motion photo in automatic mode. Samsung has introduced an improved motion photo feature that automatically captures a short clip before and after you take a picture. So this means you're not limited to a single frozen moment. Instead, you can relive the moment, expressions, and actions that happen around the photo. So here, if I go ahead and open up the camera app, and then if I'm on photo mode, you'll see that if I tap on motion picture, you have 3 options. So before we only had the option to turn motion photo on and off. However, we have now a new option called motion photo automatic. So here, if I tap on the off button, motion photo is off. If I tap on the on button, motion photo is on. Now next, if I tap on motion photo automatic, this will basically let the phone decide if it wants to make motion photo or not. So here, if I take a picture of this remote, if I go ahead and hold my phone still, take a picture, and then go ahead and review this, you'll see that it basically took this photo as a normal photo. But now let's say, for example, if I go ahead and move this around and then take a picture, you'll see that it takes it as a motion photo. So here you can see the view motion photo option. So according to what the scene is, so say for example, if you're capturing your dog or your cat, or maybe your kids playing, it'll take a motion photo. However, if you're capturing something which is really still, like maybe a landmark, maybe you're capturing a product, then it'll take a still image. So this is perfect for capturing kids, pets, sporting events, or any scene where timing is important. So if you miss the perfect frame, you can often extract it from the motion clip and save the exact moment you wanted. Feature number 2 is where you can stop thieves from turning off your phone. So imagine you're traveling on a train and someone steals your phone before getting off at the next station. So normally the first thing the thief might do is power off your device. So here your phone is locked and the thief comes along and steals your phone. And now the first thing he will try to do is power off your device. So here I'll just go ahead and demonstrate this for you. So I'll tap on power off and then tap on power off again. So as you can see, it's basically asking for biometrics or enter a PIN number to turn off the phone. So if this person doesn't have the PIN number, he or she will not be able to turn off the device. So Samsung has introduced a stronger theft protection feature that makes it harder for someone to immediately switch off your device after stealing it. So certain security actions now require authentication, like you've seen before, where it required a biometric or PIN number. So this basically helps keep the phone connected and traceable for longer. So let me show you how to turn this feature on. So to turn this feature on, you want to go ahead and open up your settings, scroll down and find lock screen and AOD, and here find secure lock settings. Go ahead and enter in your PIN number. And now here you want to go ahead and find this option, lock network and security. So prevent Wi-Fi and mobile data from being turned off when phone is locked. So Find My Mobile uses these connections to locate and control your phone when it's lost. So make sure that is turned on. Now once that's turned on, now your phone is locked, and whoever steals it, when he tries to power it down, he or she will be greeted with this screen to enter the PIN number or biometrics. So this feature increases the likelihood of recovering a stolen phone because it can remain visible to tracking services for longer. So it adds another layer of protection that could save you from losing valuable personal data and an expensive device. Now, feature number 3 is where you can show date on your status bar. So imagine you're working, responding to emails, writing your notes, booking appointments, or checking meeting schedules. So throughout the day, you repeatedly need to verify the date. So what do? You go ahead and bring down your notification panel, and from here, you'll basically verify the date. Now, Samsung allows you to display the current date directly in your status bar, rather than opening the notification bar, checking widgets, or visiting the calendar app. So the date remains visible here at the top of your screen throughout the whole day. So whatever screen you're on, whatever app you're on, the date will always be visible right there. So how do you enable this? So to enable this, you want to go ahead and open up your Good Lock app. In your Good Lock app, scroll down and find Quick Start. switch this on, and then go ahead and tap on clock settings. And here find show date option. Tap on this, and here you'll be able to configure what kind of date you want to show. So do you want to just show a day, the date, and the month, the date or the month, the date of the month, the day and the date, or just the day? So here I've opted for, I want to see the day, the date, and the month. And now go ahead and press home. And now you have your date right here at the top. Now you can even go ahead and configure this even more by going ahead and changing the location of that. So here you can go ahead and show it to the left or to the right. So you can go ahead and decide what you want. I like it on the left, so I'll leave it there. So having the date visible at all times saves small amount of times throughout the day and makes your device feel more informative without adding clutter to your home screen. Now, feature number 4 is where you can save app pairs in split screen mode. So imagine you're studying for an exam. You regularly watch educational YouTube videos while taking notes in Samsung Notes. So in order to do this, you'll go ahead and first open up YouTube. Then you'll go ahead and open up Notes. And then you'll go ahead and configure it to open in split screen mode like this. What if I said you could open this in one tap? So you can basically create a shortcut which basically opens up apps in pairs in split screen mode. Just like this. So Samsung's app pair feature allows you to save 2 apps together in split screen mode. So once saved, open apps can be launched simultaneously with a single tap. So this basically preserves your preferred multitasking layout. So let me show you how to do this. So here I already have app pairs for YouTube and Notes, TikTok and Gallery. Let's go ahead and create a new one. Let's go ahead and create one for Gallery and for YouTube. So here we'll go ahead and first open up Gallery. Now we'll go ahead and open our task changer and we'll go ahead and tap on Gallery, and then we'll go ahead and tap on Open in Split Screen View. Now it'll ask me what other app you want to open. So I'll go ahead and find YouTube. And now I have Gallery and YouTube open. Now to set the app pair shortcut, go ahead and tap on this middle line here, the 3 dots, then tap on star. And then here, this will allow you to add the app pair to your home screen or to your app's edge panel. I want to go ahead and add it to my home screen. Now I'll press home. And now that app pair shortcut has been added to my home screen right there. So you have Gallery and YouTube. So I'll close everything and then I'll go ahead and just tap on this. So this will open up Gallery and YouTube in split screen mode. So the app pairs eliminate repetitive setup and makes multitasking significantly faster. Users who frequently work with the same apps can save time and improve productivity every single day. Now, feature number 5 is where you can open 2 instances of the internet browser at the same time. So imagine you're shopping online for a new smartphone. One website has a phone specification while the another website has customer reviews. So here I have the Samsung website at the top. I'm reading at the reviews while I'm looking at the specification on another website. So Samsung allows certain applications, including Samsung Internet and Gallery, to run multiple instances simultaneously in split screen mode. So this means you can view 2 different web pages or have 2 different photo albums at the same time. So here, let me show you how to run 2 instances of Samsung Internet Browser on your phone. So here we'll first open up the Internet Browser. Now here we'll go ahead and find the link which you want to open in split screen mode. So let's say, for example, I want to stay on this page. However, I want to go ahead and open up this link here, Samsung S26 Ultra. So to do this, I'll go ahead and hold the link. I'll go ahead and drag it to the top here. And once I do this, I can go ahead and now drop it to open in split screen mode. So if I now go ahead and leave this, this will open that link in split screen mode at the top here. However, this will let me stay on the same page at the bottom. So I can go ahead and navigate from the bottom here and also go ahead and read something about the S26 Ultra. Now, how can you do the same thing on Gallery? So here's an example. Let's say I'm editing this picture. However, I want to go ahead and see the original and the edited version. So how will I do this? So to do this, you want to go ahead and open a menu, tap on settings, scroll all the way down, and you should enable Gallery Labs. To enable that, go ahead and tap on About Gallery. Go ahead and tap multiple times on the version number until you have the option where Gallery Labs has been enabled. Tap on this, go ahead and scroll down and find this option, Open in Other Window. So open New Viewer in Other Window from Image or Video Viewer. Make sure it's turned on. Now go ahead and close Gallery, reopen it again. Now we'll go ahead and open the first image. Then we'll tap on the three dots and then we'll tap on Open in Other Window. So now here you have two windows of Gallery. So at the top, I'll go ahead and edit this. And now I can go ahead and make my edits at the top while I'm basically comparing it at the bottom here. So as you can see, this feature makes comparing information much more easier. Instead of constantly switching between apps and tabs, everything remains visible on screen, resulting in a smoother and more efficient multitasking experience. Now, feature number 6 is about Finder. So Finder is more powerful than ever. So imagine you need to find a battery settings, but you can't remember where Samsung has placed it within settings menu. So here I want to find adaptive power saving. So I can go ahead and drag down, open Finder, and I'll go ahead and search for power saving. Now if I scroll down, you'll see that it's basically searching everywhere. So it's searching in the apps, searching in Samsung Notes, searching in My Files, searching in Gallery, searching in Settings. And here it has found the settings for me. So power saving, and I can go ahead and tap on this, and this will take me straight to the settings. Now let's say, for example, I want to search for a dog. So I want to buy a dog, a German Shepherd. So I can go ahead and bring down my Finder. I'll go ahead and just search for a German Shepherd. So here, this will basically look in my gallery. I can go ahead and tap on Show More, and this will now start to look everywhere. So look on Samsung Members, Galaxy Store, on YouTube, I can go ahead and research more about the dog, on Spotify, and on TikTok. So as you can see, Samsung Finder has evolved into a powerful search tool capable of finding apps, settings, files, contacts, photos, and relevant online information. So rather than manually searching through different sections of your phone, Finder centralizes everything into a single search experience. Now, not many people know this, but you can also configure Finder. So to configure this, go ahead and open up Finder like this. Go ahead and tap on the three dots and then tap on Settings. Now here you can go ahead and configure this. So you can show suggested apps, you can show suggested content, show setting topics, show app options in searches, show search history, show web search suggestions, and show hidden apps. So I'll go ahead and turn this on. And now I can go ahead and search for a German Shepherd again. And this time I will get results from the internet. So if I scroll down, you'll see all the results here, suggested web searches. So I can go ahead and search for a German Shepherd puppies. So Finder dramatically reduces the time spent searching for information on your phone. It simplifies navigation and helps users locate content quickly, even when they don't know exactly where it's stored. Okay, now feature number 7 is where you can have your fingerprint scanner always on. So imagine your phone is sitting on your desk while you're working. You receive a message and you want to unlock the device quickly. So how do you do this? So for some of you, you might think I'd wake the device up, then go ahead and place my finger on the scanner, and then this will unlock the device. Well, that step is too long, and you can basically just go ahead and put your finger on the scanner where it is right here, and this will automatically wake up your device and unlock the device. Fingerprint Always On feature keeps the fingerprint sensor active even when the display appears off. So this allows users to unlock the device immediately by touching the fingerprint area without first waking the screen. So here I'll just show you again. You need to know where exactly this fingerprint scanner is. So it's usually around here. So just go ahead and place your finger on that, and this will automatically wake it up and unlock it. So how do you turn this feature on? So to turn it on, go ahead and open up Settings, scroll down and find Lock Screen and AOD. Now tap on Screen Lock and Biometrics. Go ahead and enter in your PIN number. Now from here, tap on Fingerprints, and then go ahead and tap on Fingerprint Always On. So make sure fingerprint scanner is always on. So you can scan your fingerprint even when the screen is off. Make sure that is turned on. Now here at the bottom, you can go ahead and show fingerprint on your screen. So if you have always on display, you can go ahead and display this, or you can go ahead and tap to show. However, I have decided not to show it as I know where my fingerprint sensor is. Now, once you do this, just go ahead and lock the device, place your finger in the area, and that will lock and wake it up as well. So this feature makes unlocking your phone faster and more convenient. It removes an unnecessary step from the process and creates a smoother overall user experience. And that's it for today's video. Now I'd love to hear from you guys. Which of these Samsung features was your favorite? And is there a feature I didn't mention that you think more people should know about? Let me know in the comments. Also, let me know down in the comment section if you'd like me to start another giveaway. As many of you already know, we've already had 3 giveaway winners on this channel. So the first winner was Mark from England, the second winner was Kat from South Africa, the third winner was Wayne, also from South Africa. So all my giveaways are completely real, and these winners have continued to be active in the comment section on my videos, which is absolutely fantastic to see. Thank you all so much for the support you've shown in this channel. It genuinely means a lot. So if you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and turn on bell notification so you never miss another Samsung tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.